Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, August 29. For the first time, Jamaica will have the capacity to analyze the sugar, salt, and fat content of food products at one facility. Labs at the Bureau of Standard Jamaica, BSJ, and the Scientific Research Council, SRC, have been upgraded to conduct these tests. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the upgraded labs will provide baseline information on the concentrations of sugar, salt, and fat in food products, which are major contributors to the development of obesity, hypertension, and diabetes.
For the population, it means that we will be in a position, based on this work, to give you better particulars, better information around the things that you put in your bodies, things that you consume, and you have a right to know.
He says the data received from these labs will also help government to establish evidence-based national guidelines, standards, and regulations for these ingredients. The upgrades to the BSJ and SRC labs, which cost $20 million, were financed by the International Development Research Centre, IDRC, of Canada. It is part of a 4-year, $4 million Canadian project entitled Improving Household Nutrition Security and Public Health in CARICOM. The BSJ, SRC, and University of Technology, UTech, signed a memorandum of agreement on Tuesday to formalize the collaboration and its next steps. Section H of the Norwood Water Supply Improvement Project was commissioned into service recently, much to the delight of residents in the St. James community. The upgrading work was done by the National Water Commission, NWC.
I feel very good about it. It's been a very long time that we are without water, and we are very grateful for the work that is done here that we can get it.
Deputy Chairman of the NWC, Stephen Fong Yi, says the organization is committed to improving service delivery despite varying challenges impacting the entity's systems.
The Norwood Section H Water Supply Improvement Project forms part of the strategic imperative to extend access to water and improve the company's infrastructure, not just here in St. James, but across the island.
Meanwhile, Portland and St. Thomas communities are set to benefit from upgrades to their water supply systems. Those upgradings will accompany roadworks to start next month under the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project. At Tuesday's contract signing, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Darrell Vaz, said funds had been allocated to improve road and water infrastructure simultaneously.
It means that where there is water, but it's not in the pipes will be run to facilitate the water getting to the communities and the households. And most importantly, where there is no water, provisions will be made to be able to pipe water to communities off of the main thoroughfare that are not getting water at this time.
Funding has been secured for the introduction of a new twinning concept in 35 high schools this year. Under the program, students from low-performing schools will be twinned with their peers at high-performing institutions. Minister with oversight of the education portfolio, Carl Samuda, says this strategy seeks to improve students' general performance and promote inclusiveness across the sector. One of the first set of schools to be twinned will be Haile Selassie and Arden High.
These students would get an opportunity to share in the experiences of a very highly successful school and be able to take back to Haile Selassie those attitudes that are constructive. We'll be able to give them a sense of enthusiasm, renewed enthusiasm. And that is why the twinning idea is one that has to be embraced.
Minister Samuda was speaking recently on the final day of the Jamaica Teachers Association's 55th Annual General Conference held at the Hilton Rose Hall Resort and Spa in St. James. It is expected that the success of the twinning exercise at Arden and Haile Selassie will provide a template for the concept to be replicated across the island. Students of Comfort Castle Primary and Junior High School in Portland are the beneficiaries of a $343,350 donation from Canadian charity, the Tamara Gordon Foundation. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, presented the check on behalf of the foundation to the school's principal, Dalmain Moore, on Tuesday.
I think it's another example of how our diaspora reaches out to make real change and directly, positively impact the lives of Jamaicans.
Comfort Castle's principal says the funds will be used to expand the school's literacy and numeracy program and purchase a commercial printer and desktop computer, among other things. And finally, a national centenary church service will be held this Sunday, September 1, in celebration of the 100th anniversary of the birth of Jamaican cultural icon Louise Bennett Coverley. The service is part of 100 days of special activities announced by Culture Minister Olivia Grange to celebrate the centenary of Miss Lou. The events are being organized by various agencies, including the National Library of Jamaica, Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, and the Bureau of Gender Affairs. This Sunday's service will be held at the Coke Memorial Methodist Church at East Parade in Kingston, starting at 9:30 a.m. Members of the Political Directorate and other dignitaries are expected to be in attendance, as well as other national, civic, and community leaders. Louise Bennett Coverley, Miss Lou, was born on September 7, 1919. She is hailed by many as one of Jamaica's leading comedians who, through her poems in Jamaican patois, raised the dialect of the country to be acceptable and appreciated by all. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.